Today's date is November 1st, 2024, and for the better part of the day I've been messing around trying to get the igniter and this is what's going to happen here. I'm going to be controlling the air solenoid and the fuel solenoid and then igniting it with this button. So I made this little thing here I'm still wiring up, and that will that's what this is for. So if we set that right there, this is air, this is fuel, and that's the ignition. And pretty soon I'll be mounting it up there, and we'll see what happens. So these are the fuel injectors I'm getting. Now this one was out of a Corvette. That was $100 and something for that. Well, it came with the pigtail as well. This is out of a Ford, and this was like $35. So, but these weren't designed to handle gas. You know, a gas vapor or gas. It's only liquids. This is more for a liquid than a gas. So because of that, I have to use really low pressures for what it is I'm going to try and do here. So this one is going here. This is going to be the fuel. Actually, it's going to be like that. And so I'm hooking this up. Eventually, what I've done is I bought a few of these Arduino packages. So ultimately those are going to be managing the second generation. This proof of concept prototype is what this is all about. So after I do this demonstration, this thing is over, and we're going to start from a scratch for a whole new different design. So other than that, I'll be back. Probably what I'm going to do is bench test this, make sure everything's working right, get the sequence all right, and then my gas pressures and all of that, and then I'll put it on the pump, up here on the pump. So that's where I'm at today. It's almost 3 o'clock. I can't believe it. Well, I'm back. I'm not very far along. I was trying to figure out why it wasn't getting very much spark to the spark plug. So I finally got it figured out. So what I have to do with this particular igniter is that after I hang on here. Once I grounded one part of the grounded part, so what has been happening, this thing will jump over here and diminish the output for, I was originally connecting it right here, and that didn't work out, and I've been trying different configuration. Finally, the one that seems to work the best is having the other side of this high voltage here, having the other side on the ground part of the spark plug. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Ow, that got me. Yes, it'll throw you into defib if you get caught by it. There you can see it. So I got that worked out. Now this is my going to be fuel and oxygen switch, which I'll be hooking that up here when I come back. I've been here for all day. It just flew by. So Anyway, I'm going to be bench testing this in a little while. I got to go take a break and get something to eat, and I will be back. Well, let me put this together here. This is how this is going to be. Here, let me throw that. Oh, I don't have my attachment. Oh well. So this is how he. So fortunately, I was able to make this stand here to hold all of this. Here, let's see if you can see that. I put that on my coffee cup, I mean. Okay, this Charlotte's Web is actually the ignition, so it's working pretty good now. Whoops, kind of shorting that out. Let me put it on. This is the fun part about R&D. Let me see how that. There, I think you might be able to see that. Works pretty good. So one pulse. It doesn't take much for hydrogen to get initiated, although I'm going to be using, I hope it's going to be enough, because once I close it off from atmosphere, it may not work. And that's why I have this right here. The Chevy HEI ignition coil right here. So this is a 60,000 volt setup, but this is the problem: getting the high voltage side here working is going to be a little problematic. So anyway, that's my last resort thing. So I'm going to, hopefully this will work. It may, when it's closed off and there's pressure in there, may not be able to do what I want it to do. So those are the things I've been working on. I have the air injector set up, that works. And this one right here, the Ford one, is going to be going right here. So I was going to try to make that a slip fit, but I already put it on there, so I'll just use a hose. And then we'll do a bench test here a little bit later, make sure it all works. Okay, today's date is November 2nd, 2024. It took me a while. I was having problems with the fuel injector and stuff, so I guess you can hear, I don't have the acetylene on, so, but you can hear the air. So that's this injector right here. This one you can hear operate. And this is the igniter. So I got everything hooked up. I got to identify these. So the sequence is going to be air, fuel, detonate. Air, fuel, detonate. So I spent a lot of time getting the shop cleaned up a little bit. And I think I'm going to take a break. I've been here for 4 hours just getting this all set up. So I'm going to come back in a little bit and get this all set up right here. So I'm just going to take a break, get something to eat, and then we'll be filming what's going on right there. So I'm trying to get a good view here, but we'll see how this works out in the video. So I have my, let me do this a little bit better here. I have the acetylene right here. So when I turn that on, I'll use, that'll be this injector right here. Then once we get this, we'll know when it's operating, and I get back in the mode of it. Then once that's done, we're going to transfer the detonation chamber up here. That's one of my original ones from, you know, almost 20 years now. Anyway, and then this way I can see my gauges. I don't want to go, it just depends on how this operates with the fuel injectors, but they say you can go up to 15 pounds. I don't do that. I try to keep it around 5 or whatever, but just in case, what I did is I got some check valves here, so there won't be any propagating of the detonation pressure to backflow into the acetylene tank. So the test tank here is all ready to go. It's full of water, and I'm expecting a jet of water to go hit the wall over there. So but I'll do that when I get back. I've been charging. The sun is moving so fast, I can't believe it. So what I've been doing is charging. So this has been charging. I'll turn this off. This is a 400 watt, and I've been charging my batteries. So this is another cart that I have, solar cart. So I'm gonna just cart this back inside and then take my break, and then I'll be back. Let's see what time it is. It sure seems late. It is 3:10, so I've been here 4 hours. I'm going to take that break right now, and I'm going to go up and turn off that camera up there. Okay, I'm back. I got everything all ready. Haven't adjusted the air pressure yet, and we've got a tank of air. I think it's on. And this is what we got here. I had this marked for my future work, not for what I'm doing right now. So this is going to be atmospheric air, and this is going to be acetylene, and this is going to be the ignition. So this is my setup here. I've got I don't have it on yet, but I've got my shut-off valve right here. I'm not mixing it, and I think I said before I got these check valves, so I'm not worried about anything propagating past these. So what this is going to do, this acetylene is going into a liquid, fuel injector, and then the air is coming in over here. So what I'm going to be doing is a sequence of operations that consist of pressing this button for, I'm going to have my stopwatch here. I'll keep track of how I open these up. So anyway, I'm going to have the air on for a pulse width of 1 to 5 seconds. And then the acetylene is going to be probably 1 or 2 to begin with. Actually, what determines the acetylene will be when it ignites. So before I even start this, I'm going to put some acetylene in the chamber right here. And because there's already air in there, and when we ignite that, then it will purge the whole system when it's on the test stand. Right now, I just want to validate everything is working, and then because I don't expect any sound once we get the detonator up there, there won't be any sound. It's going to be a pump. So anyway, that's what's in store for us. And I'm going to put this on the tripod. You know, I need to put some power on. These stupid batteries don't last very long. So I'll do that. I'm just thinking that perhaps having the stand over here so you can see the gauges there, that might be a better position. So I'll be back. Okay, so let's try. Let me turn on the acetylene. So it's adjusted at 5 pounds. I'm just a little more. Once I turn it on, it will go down. So let's turn that on. All right, so I'm going to press the fuel solenoid and, oh, I got to put power on. Sorry about that. Now, let's see what happens. Oh, oops, I got to get my phone. I need that timer. What do I do with it? Okay, so I'm going to get the my timer up here, and there it is right there. So I'll do this first pulse. Let me reset that. And I'll do this first pulse for 2 seconds. Oh, dang. This is what's wrong with this automated system is I wanted to do those both at the same time. Let me hit the ignition. Okay. Let's try this again. So we exhausted that. It scared the shit out of me. All right, so let's see what happens. I'll do that again. We stop this, reset. That was actually for 5 seconds. So let's try this again. That was for 2 seconds. So let's see what happens. Okay, so we exhausted the whole chamber from air, and that's what I wanted to do. So now, let me just do the O2 or the air for 2 seconds. Oops. Hang on. And I'm going to do I'll do the acetylene for 2 seconds. Oops, I need to start that. And ignition. Okay, so it seems to me like I need to give it more air. So I'll give it 10 seconds. Oh, whoops, stop it. Sorry about that. That's why it didn't work. I need to give it some air pressure. I don't think you can see that in the video, but I'm going to give it about 15 pounds. So we'll start this all over again. Since I wasn't doing that, I'll do this first one for 5 seconds. And then I'll do the acetylene for 2 seconds. Oops. Let me try that again. Well, that was less than 2 seconds. So let me do some more acetylene. Okay, so it's clear. Let's try 10 seconds with the air. Okay, and let's do 5 seconds for the acetylene. And ignite. Nothing happened. So maybe it was too rich. Yeah, it was. Okay, so that was too long. 5 seconds was too long for 10 seconds of O2. So we'll do 10 seconds again. Okay, and we'll just do 2 seconds of acetylene. Let's try it. That wasn't enough. So another second. Well, something's not doing what it's supposed to. Let's see. Well, I got a puff of smoke. All right, so before, when I just regulated the air, left it open and let it just go in. Wow. So it needs some residence time. See, the problem here is that I have it open to atmospheric. So I'm at the point now I need to put it on the pump, and then that way it'll build up pressure and then we'll get our pulse. So I did these two together. Well, anyway, I think I don't need to do this. Everything is working. So what I'm going to do is disassemble this and put it up there. So let me get that all set up and I'll be back. think I'm going to have to add some wire length here, so I'm going to have to stop everything and get my wires hooked up. So I need to get those set up, so I'll be back.